Hello, everybody. Jim here. Today I want to talk about Genshin Impact and how I came about to play this game. Single player RPGs have never been a focus of mine. I've always enjoyed social experiences, so MMORPGs were what I always leaned toward. And the reason I played this game was mainly just due to boredom. I was working a job that I didn't really like. It was a security guard job, and I sat around a lot, not doing anything. I was bored. Played on my phone a lot. I brought my laptop in a few times. I got in trouble for that, so I couldn't do that anymore. And I was going through the App Store, and I found Genshin Impact, and I've heard about Genshin Impact at the time. It was 1.2, I think, 1.1 or 1.2. I don't quite remember. I know it was the one with Mona. You got to meet Scaramouche for the first time. I don't know if that was 1.1 or 1.2. But I went ahead and just downloaded it out of pure boredom. I played it for a good 5-10 minutes. I was like, you know what, this isn't for me. So I put it back down. A couple more hours flew by. It was getting a few hours from the end of my shift, and I was just still incredibly bored. So I'm like, man, I got nothing else to do. I'll give it a try. And I did. Gave it a honest try. And I actually was kind of getting into it. I got to the wishing system. I got new characters. Is that underwater? You can't swim down? Anyways, but yeah. So I went home, laid down, went to bed. Wife fell asleep. That's a barrel. Ow. Boom. Papers. And while she was asleep, I decided, you know what, I'm not tired yet. I'll play this game for a bit longer. And I think 3 or 4 in the morning came around. And keep in mind, I had school the next day. I was in college at the time. Yeah, that was a rough morning. And I just got super addicted to it. And I played it all the way till what was considered end game at the time. I got a bunch of cool characters, and had just a great time with it. And once I got to end game, I was in end game for a little bit until I got bored of it. I'm like, all right, well, there's really not much left for me to do. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a break. So I did. Came back a few months later, went ahead and started a new account, and that was a trend I held for quite a long time until very recently. I would always just come back and make new accounts. Stop. So yeah, that was definitely a habit that I always did. So it was kind of a dumb habit to think back, but I wanted that fresh experience again, the day one experience. So that's why I have like umpteen billion accounts. But yeah, I went ahead and like, you know what, I'm gonna make a free to play account because yes, I did spend money. I spent money on the account, so I made this account. This was my free to play account, and then I got the one character. Well, for one, in my beginning banner, my novice banner one, I got Jean. I was like, you know what? That's fantastic. Great start to my free to play account. I got a great healer here. Fantastic. Couple 10 pulls later on the standard banner, because you get a lot of those free blue wishes. I got another 5-star. And I wasn't even expecting it, right? I was hitting the skip button, and I hit skip on this one singular wish. Boom, yellow popped up, and it was Kaching. Now, no, I know Kaching wasn't meta for a long time. Dendro definitely buffed up Electro, so Kaching's a lot more viable now. But back then, Kaching just wasn't good. She was usable. Like, you could use her to complete all the content. This game's relatively easy. You can use whoever you want. But when it comes to like the meta or whoever did the biggest damage, she just wasn't there. So, but I got her. Now, this character has been a character I've been wanting since day one. Day one, been playing the story. I meet her in Leeway. Thought she was pretty cool looking. Saw her abilities and her attacks and stuff in like videos, and I love super fast characters. I actually really like lightning element too in this game. So it was like, man, I want this character. And out of all my accounts, all the wishes I've done, never have gotten her. In fact, I've gotten so I have one of my accounts is literally just nothing but Monas, dude. Just Mona this, Mona that. And dude, she hits so much harder now when the aggravate kicks in. Oh, you want to hit me? Ooh. Dang. That's strong. But yeah, I ended up pulling her. And from that point on, I'm like, I know this is supposed to be a free-to-play account, but this is going to be my main account. And my main accounts, I don't mind spending a little bit of money, because in Genshin, a little bit of money can get you a long ways. The more money you spend, the less return you get. But yeah, I do spend money. I do get the Welcome Moon. I do get the battle passes. And if I'm like 10 or 15 wishes away from a character I really want, and I don't have the primos, then I don't mind putting down a little money to get the primo gems. So I'm not what you would consider a whale by any means, but I don't mind spending money on the game.
Stand with me. One with nature.
But yeah, this went from being a free-to-play account to my main. I ended up pulling Diluc, which I mainly wanted Diluc because, once again, I never got to play some of these standard characters because literally on all my other accounts, I've either I got the character I was going for on the banner, or I would get Mona or Chi-Chi. That's it. That's all I've ever gotten. Now, in fact, I want a Mona and I want a Chi-Chi on this account just to fill up the roster. I did pull another Kaching the other day, so I got her at C1. But I actually wouldn't mind a Mona and a Chi-Chi now. So, but yeah, I was going for this character. I think I may have said this in my last video. I was going for the new Dendro character. I ended up getting, is it Taganari? I don't even know how you say it. Which I was completely fine with. I missed this banner. Okay, that's fine. That means the next banner is guaranteed. I still got a Dendro character, so I mean, I lost to the only character that I want to lose to, because that's what I was just going for, more Dendro units, and he's a lot of fun. I've been building him up, having a lot of fun grinding him up as well. Wake up, dudes! I'm not using him right now, just because he's not really super leveled. I've been trying to figure out what weapon I want to use on him. Oh!
Our bond is strong.
Ow! Not very nice. Suck everyone out. Do that. Oh, that's... Ba 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 ba. Death may be upon you. But yeah, am I still fighting someone? I missed someone. I'm sorry I missed you. Oh, excuse me. Pop. Yeah, so it's just how much damage aggravate does is kind of nutty. There's still one more in here. We can't forget you. Rise and shine. Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much the gist of the story. I started playing out of boredom, and I actually got quite addicted to it. Now, I think the thing was I knew that this game had co-op. I know it wasn't great, but it was there. I could still play with friends, so that definitely helped drive the motivation to play. But yeah, let's head over here. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun game. It's free. You know what I mean? You don't have to spend money. In fact, honestly, I think if you don't spend money on a game, and you get less characters, but that means you can focus more on what characters you do have, and then overall that makes the characters you do have, they're pretty potent. Because if we were to take a look at, I've got a lot of characters, none of them are 100% fully maxed. You don't know what I mean? I get them at suitable. So like his artifacts, for example, I do have a crit headpiece. Ching is using it right now. But so I got a crit headpiece, and I'm rocking the 4-piece Husk of Opulent Dreams. This I know should be a defense percentage that definitely boost his attack when he's in his ult. Fully aware, but man, that crit damage multiplier, that's kind of nutty. Right here I got a nice chunk of defense percent, and then same on his flower. So I mean, I did put some time into these pieces for sure, but I know they could be better, you know what I mean? And that goes for even this guy. You know, heck, he still has a 4-star Sands piece on him. I know this could be a better piece as well. So I get them to where I can complete content and they're suitable. And then I go on and try building another character. I've recently been playing Hazo. The only thing that sucks with him is he needs these dang beetles. And I honestly haven't been collecting them because I've been doing other things. But those beetles, man. Oh, God. They're a pain with this guy. This guy needs beetles. He needs 60 of them. So, you know. But Tainari, he's definitely been fun. I've been definitely collecting these flowers. I can collect more tonight, so I should probably start grinding these. And then, of course, it sucks. To get this, I think you have to kill these fungi dudes with, like, anything but Dendro, or you know what I mean? It's like Lightning, Fire, and Dendro, I think, makes the other Ascension material. So I bet I have a ton of those. But to get this one, I need to attack it with, like, Animo, Water, Geo. And I have a Geo DPS, so that's kind of what I've been using my Edo guy to get that, or trying to get it anyways. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I think this video is dragged on long enough. But yeah, like, if you want to see more Genshin content, definitely let me know. I'm a Genshin advocate. Now, do I think that some of their practices are shady? You'd be dumb not to say that. But at the end of the day, I am having a good time. I think that's all that matters. Ooh, you're a tanky dude. Yeah, I'm gonna nerf you a little bit there. Scatter. Poke. But yeah, if you want to see more content like this, hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you want to see other games, put it in the comments below. Let me know what you guys want to see. But other than that, I'm just kind of playing what I find to be fun each day and enjoying my experiences while I have time playing video games. So, see you in the next one.